everybody, welcome back to a new edition here at J-Core Live, your one and only
J-Core
talk show here on Twitch. Yes, it's the 14th of April, and today we are going to listen to yet another golden oldie. At least I think it's a golden oldie, because I'm not entirely sure if I actually remember this album. Probably, maybe. If I see the track listing, I do recognize some of them. But yeah, I'll see what we are going to do. But we are going to listen to Speedball Z. Is from the hardcore TANO label, the TCPLUS-0005. Yes, Banana, it is an oldie, but if I look at the track listing, there are at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks that I know for sure that I have used in the past. So I probably did listen to this one. So definitely it's from 2009, not that old. Well, for J-Core standards, 2009 is really goddamn old. 2009, Banana wasn't even born yet. Well, almost. So yeah, like I said, we are going to listen to this album, and I am pretty excited to rediscover the amazing tracks that we have in here. So before we are going to start with this show, let's do a quick shout out to all the chatters in here, and those are Jesus. Who the hell is this? Oh, that's Unmoon. Unmoon. I cannot see your name because your name is probably in black, and my OBS is dark gray. Oh my god. So yeah, a quick shout out to Laurel, Rave Wisp, Sonic Foon, Karen Brecher, Phantoms Records, Antique, Def, Minion 909, I'm the Banana, and Unmoon, the Darkness. Also to all you lurkers out there, I hope everybody will enjoy today's show. Since it's a hardcore TANO label, please don't strike me. Still need to carry on for 6 more weeks before we can loosen up our strike. So yeah, and hello Doug Buster, also shout out to you. Welcome to J-Core Live, one only talk show here on Twitch. Well, I'll say let's start with the intro and then start with the show, and then let's ikimashou.
J-Core
Speedball Z. So let's see, from which year is this album from? This album is from January the 22nd, 2009. Yeah, it is a 16-year-old album. 16, Jesus. Where was I 16 years ago? 16 years ago, I was 26. Jesus. Where was I when I was 26? I seriously have no idea. So yeah, 14 tracks. Yeah, you know what? Let's just start with the show then. So the first one is going to be Kenta Fez. You know, I never really remember how to pronounce Kenta Fez, because it's Kenta Fez. It's Kenta Fez. No, it's not Fez, because there's a point in between, so Kenta Fez, I think. With entry to SPBZ. Entry to Speeds. And defrag, holy shit! You are actually the first one. No? Yes? Yes, you are the first one. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Defrag, you are the first one with the 60 goddamn months subscription. Holy shit.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy shit!
Okay, but how does that work? Because I officially started 29th of April. So I don't know how that works. Oh, wait, yeah. Oh, I think you did subscribe 1 month earlier than that. Something like that. So, but yeah, Defrag, thank you very much for the 5 loyal years of subscription. So thank you very much. Karen Brecher, is Kenta still active? I don't think so. Don't hear a lot of tracks from Kenta anymore. And hello, Resetter. Welcome to Collab One League Talk Show here on Twitch. So yeah, let's go to the first track, which is gonna be Kenta VS with entry to Speeds.
Let's go away, I'll go down and see gigs. Yeah, I guess so, my heart can still ring.
Now let's go over to the first real track, which is track number 2 with Radilis, Always Tanoshi. This was the first track, and that is Redlist with Always a TANO She. So, why it is censored is because there is an actual over there. You don't see the Smarties, you don't see that, but there is a certain curve to it. Which can be scary for a certain purple website. So there I was just before trying to refresh my Twitter, and suddenly the first thing that popped up on my screen was a Mia Khalifa. While also thinking about what to talk about this. Oh man, yeah. Redley is always a TANO She. For NECA, oh yeah, NECA. Welcome to JCL Live, one only talk show here on Twitch. Welcome. Yeah, it is definitely not my first gig that I use this track, because I started in 2005, 2006. I collected even more CDs. So when this released at 2009, it would be either on a Deshima Sounds or at the anime convention, one of those two. No, Def Meaning, what's a Twitter? We do. The algorithms know exactly what you want. An ancient relic. Twitter is still not an ancient relic because a lot of Japanese are still active in there. So yeah, if I need to talk about what my socials look like, oh man, it's so totally fucked up. Oh man. Let's go over to the next track, which is gonna be Kentafi Ez with Hardcore 006A1.
I'm like this. I'm like this.
This is one DJ you don't wanna fuck with.
I'm like this.
That was such a banger. Kenta VS with Hardcore 00681 and Glitchy. Welcome to Live, one only talk show here on Twitch, and also thank you very much for the 50 holy 7-month subscription.
Oh my god!
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Holy shit. In 2 weeks from now, we have been streaming for 5 whole years. 5 years. How did you even keep up with me? Oh man. 5 years of streaming and now we are here. So for the people that has watched this show since the beginning of time, you have seen... Oh, this what you see here is version 3 of the backdrop. Oh man. We started out with a room that is... Let's see, that was 1 meter narrower than what we have now. Shit. And then it went over to a really wide room. Same with Kim in the back. And now you see a lot of laundry hanging here and there. So yeah, that's part of the show. It's part of real life because J-Core is live. Damn, 5 years. 5 years of streaming. And also 20 years of my DJ1st coming up this year. Damn. A lot of milestones happening. Damn. The thing is, I do want to talk about some certain plans which is coming. Should I refrain? I should refrain from talking about it, I guess. Right, let's see if I can drop something. So, in line that we have been streaming for 5 years, I wanted to come up with something new. Which is, by the way, in the works. In secret. I can definitely not tell what it is yet. But, no. Okay, wait. There are 2 projects that I'm working on at the moment. The first project is that the patron people, they already sort of got a bit of a teaser. And that teaser is that I am pretty much reviving, reworking, reusing the old Warp Zone brand. So that project is pretty much done. And just wait until the final product arrives. And at the same time, I started on a new project last week. And that is for 90% done. But for both of these projects, I cannot talk about it yet. Except for... is yet another nice art piece. One thing is for sure, more info is coming soon. Oh, by the way, what is also coming soon? And yes, of course, that was the wrong button. yes, now it's for real. 16 and 17 of May, we have Unmuted coming up. Oh, yeah. It's an amazing party with NDXJCL people for NDXJCL people. And what else can I mention? That we still have tickets available, so come join the party. If you haven't done so yet, a day ticket will cost 25 euros and a weekend ticket will cost 40. So yeah, who can we expect? Let's see. I kind of forgot. Wait, let's check this. So let's see on the. So on the 16th of May, we have Blood Red Shadow. I'm the Banana. Candy. Oh wait. Blood Red Shadow from the Netherlands. I'm the Banana from the Netherlands. Candy Core from the United States. Mega Curse from Germany. Neka from Finland. Rainry from the UK. Slowbray Jansen from Netherlands, and Super Year Jimmy from the Netherlands. And then on the 17th of May, we have Cheesecake from Germany, Dex from the Netherlands, Kuro from Austria, Neoda Xerox from the Netherlands, Rezi from Finland, Remnant from the United States, Suzubra from the United States, and Ter from the Netherlands. Hosted by Harley Diver, the United Kingdom, and Kinshob in the Netherlands, and Fiji by Kaz, Germany. And yes, there will be also a merch stand available by Phantoms Records. So if you want to buy some more amazing records and releases done by Phantoms Records, then they are there. The writing time is between 9 o'clock in the evening and lasts up until 2 o'clock in the night. So yeah, definitely hope to see you all there. You can grab your tickets at tickets.ndxjcl.com. So let's see, I'm the Banana. I didn't know this show existed in the beginning. I came here first for the CSR Legends of Terror stream. And I noticed that there was more, so I decided to stick around. And I must say it's one of the best things I have done because of it. I met some amazing people and made amazing friends. Yes. Yes, prima. Yeah, Death Minion is also definitely one of the wild cards. But that wasn't I'm the Banana. Did I say something? Death Nana. No, yeah, there was Death Minion, yeah, sorry. So yeah, Death Minion is definitely one of those wild cards coming in from the for the Terror and then stick around for the J Core. So yeah, I'll say let's go over to the next track. And that is gonna be, let's see if I remember this correctly, it's Minamatoya featuring MC Azza with Android Conflict. Is it? Oh, this is actually Android Conflict. Nice.
Hardcore. hardcore.
Eliminate champion. There is a history. Grip the future. Tom suggests don't cry.
Engaging hardcore. Engaging hardcore. Release the power. Engaging hardcore. I you to the wild despair.
Minamatoya featuring MC Azza, Android Conflicts. So, in the beginning of the show, I said that I probably don't remember this CD, but after hearing these tracks, I suddenly remember, oh yeah, I have heard these tracks more often in the past. Hello, Frozen Pyramid! Welcome, JCL Live One Only. Talk show here on Twitch. Welcome. So I already posted on Discord and on Twitter that next to JCore Live today, starting from tomorrow, I am going to start with a new JCore Live series. Their first JCore Light series. So the first JCore Light series were sorting all the CDs and stuff. While this project is pretty much done, we still probably can do one more show somewhere in the future, because I have let's see, this shelf over there, just so we can manage. Those are like maybe 12 CDs or something like that, so we can do that in the future. But what I want to do with the new series is that we have been using this whole layout for since, let's see, which year was it? October 2021, if I remember correctly. So we are almost using this layout for 4 years. And I think it's time for refreshment. No, sorry, I don't think it is time. It is time for refreshment. Although I say that this layout has been used since 2001. Here and there we did some small little changes, like these banners over here. We changed it already several times. The seasonal chain that you see over here also changes due time. But I want to do something new. Although I don't exactly know what to do yet, but these kind of things are pretty good for the J-Core Lite shows, which is going to be on most Tuesdays from now that we are going to work on stream. The thing is, at the moment now, I have been using several profiles. So J-Core Live is one profile. Is it called a profile? No, sorry, a scene collection. That's what we call. So I have a J-Core Live scene collection. I have a J-Core Lite scene collection. I have a live event scene collection. Ramen Break. Gabber Disco Night Live. So I have 5 different kind of scene selections, and every time if I change for a show, it messes up my settings every year and then. So what I want to do is to try to combine multiple audio shows into one profile. And with this profile, I also want to work with some kind of animations and stuff. So as you can see here, there is some kind of animation. I really love this concept, and I will keep using it. Only I don't know if this this setting is. It's not that I want to say this up to date, but I don't know if this is future proof. Yes. So what most people have on streams nowadays is that they have something like this. It's something big, not even a chat over here, even though that I do like the chat, and it is pretty good for the VODs on Twitch. But I don't know if this is like a screen that this is going to be the new meta, or there's going to be like a small banner over here. I don't know. That's something that we can definitely discuss. Yeah, either today, give me some ideas, or we're going to talk about it tomorrow. So do know that we are going to change. But this is not only for J-Core Live. I also want to change the whole format for Ramen Break. The format for Gabber Disco Night Live. Because Ramen Break and Gabber Disco Night Live, they pretty much have the same layout since the beginning of time. That was even in the old apartment. So that was in 2020. So yeah, I think it's definitely time for a change. Yeah. Hopefully see you all at J-Core Lite coming Tuesdays. Let's go over to the next track, which is going to be Noise in the CO with Regenerate Sky. Regenerate Sky from Noise and SCO. Let's go over definitely one of my favorite tracks. The next one, which is going to be Usao with Eyehole. This was Usao with Ihole. Now let's go over to the next track, which is gonna be betwixt and between the 12 little fragments of silence. Fragments of Silence by Betwixt and Between. Holy 80, holy shit!
Oh my god! Holy shit!
60-month subscription, 5 goddamn years! Well, that was the second one. Who is gonna be the third one that's gonna hit the 60-month subscription? Holy shit, 5 years. And I have been streaming for almost 5 years. It's so weird with Twitch that they count your first... the first day that you start subscribing is already number 1. So weird. Yeah. In 2 weeks from now. Oh man, holy shit. Well, since people were asking, I wasn't really planning to do this, but yeah, how is everybody's week so far? Frozen Pyramid. Half a decade sounds longer than 5 years for some reason. So, Defminion apparently already had his story lined up. Sonic Foon also has a story lined up. Apparently, they couldn't wait to tell their story. So, yeah. My week. Let's start with my week. No, wait. So, if you want to share your week, please post your story here on the right side for you on Twitch, and then we can definitely briefly talk about it. So, as I mentioned before, last week watched quite a lot of shows. I wasn't really behind the computer as much, and I was also not really that active on Discord. Other than that, last week Wednesday, I was thinking about a project. DJ Candy Core, holy shit! 52 months of technical difficulties. If there's one thing I've learned about the Dutch, is that they love to complain. One more month till the promised land of Unmuted and Naimi. Thank you very much, Candy Core, for the 52-month subscription. Holy shit!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy shit!
So, last week, Wednesday, I was thinking about doing some kind of project. This is the second project I just talked about a little bit. And I really wanted to do something new, especially also for the community, but also as a tribute. I thought about this last week, Wednesday, and then last week Thursday I started working on the project, and yeah, it's going to be a nice project. And next to that, last week Friday evening, I got a message from somebody that somebody got sick for a party and asked me if I wanted to play for their party, which I agreed. Here, hold that thought. So the next day on Saturday, woke up early because the groceries came. I went back to bed again, and then Kim woke me up. Asked me if I wanted to go to the forest for a walk, which I said yes to. Had a nice walk. I didn't like that we went uphill. Something that she refrained to tell. Oh, she doesn't hear me because she's cooking. No, she just doesn't react. So, during the walk, I I heard that my gig got canceled because somebody else that got sick became better anyway. So I had a night off. So when we got back, I watched some wrestling, watched some shows. Sunday, pretty much the same, watching a lot of shows, movies and stuff. And that is pretty much my week. And then we're here back on Monday. I used to hate Mondays. Now we don't have. Oh, wait. We can do that later. So yeah, that is pretty much my week. So how is everybody's week so far? Well, let's start with Deaf Minion. After today, I can't remember what happened last week. And that's because I got extremely good news today. As many of you know, I have a girlfriend from India who still lives there. 3 weeks ago, I applied for residency permit, and today we got a message from immigration that the permit has been granted. I'm absolutely over the moon about this, obviously. There are a few things we have to take care of, but we got a green light, so finally can start building a life together. Yes, congratulations, Deaf Minion. Yeah, I already heard the amazing story this afternoon already. But yeah, definitely looking forward into how everything is going to turn out. And more chai. Nice. Let's see. Sonic Foon, still remember the Royal Rumble birthday bash? And recently I got discovered a wrestling simulation game which is called Wrestling Empire, that you can be a wrestler or general manager of the game. The gameplay picture is on Gaming Channel on Discord. Meanwhile, Mom's forearm is improving and will decreasing the cement area on this Saturday. Oh, nice to hear that your mom is recovering. And yeah, wrestling is live. Oh, talk about wrestling. So today is still a regular Monday Raw show, but starting from Friday is the... Is it Friday? Or Thursday already? Or is it Friday to Monday? I forgot what it was, but it's the Royal... No, it's not the Royal. It's the WrestleMania weekend. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Let's see now. Topsu was at the unofficial Nyonya community cruise Saturday to Sunday with almost 50 people from the community. Had an amazing time. Perfect way to get know people from the community because you can actually hear people. Yeah, I heard about this cruise from Hexaxon a couple of weeks ago. I am interested in coming into a cruise one time with you people. One day. Hoogny Reestrom, Old Man Hates Hills, classic. Yeah, I do hate hills. Especially the last one. I really had a lot of problems with it. Deaf Minion, go to the forest, they said. It's fun, they said. It's good for you, they said.
No. It was go for a stupid walk for my stupid mental health.
Let's see. I'm the man. I got a haircut, went outside to touch grass, enjoyed music as always. Yeah, why not? You can touch grass, you can smoke grass, and then you can probably be one with grass. You can drink grass. Yeah, indeed. No, well, as long as you enjoy the music and had a good time. Oh, yeah, you know. That's good in my eyes. Defrag, super excited about a trip to Japan, which starts next week. We'll be there for 3 weeks and I'm back just before I'm muted. Lots of things to look forward to. Oh, nice, Defrag. Amazing. So, you're also going to M3? Important question, Defrag. If you are going to M3, which is... I think in 2 weeks from now? No. It's probably next week. So, if you go to M3, you need to buy something for me. Daphne, she's excited to meet me and Kim, actually. Dave! Daphne's girlfriend is excited to see us. Oh, Kim say, ah! Excited to meet her too! What Kim said. What the biel? That's your voice.
Looking forward to meet her. That's my voice.
Looking forward to meet her.
Do you guys mind if the screen starts to become red? A little bit icky? I don't know.
Icky?
Yeah, sticky.
Am I 10?
No, my color just run away because of your bullshit.
Oh man. I'm the man. 9 kilometers today. Oh, nice. Oh, this is good. Okay, defrag will be at M3. Defrag, I will send you a message. You must get me one CD. Ayo! Ayeme! Ayeme, ze deed niks. Dat weet jij helemaal niet. Lely, jij ook. Plaag er niet zo. Verdomme. Banana. Wat? Ja, doe dat. Neo, your voice will never be Kim's voice. Defrag. Hopefully, I'm a little worried whether I find my way around. Defrag, you definitely will find. Oh, Banana say make it rain red. Get some excitement going. Let's see. NECA, pretty bad anxiety last week and Friday shit cake too much. Screw toxic people and their white knights. Woke up lads. Woke up the night in legit fear. I am actually gonna get a heart attack from all the stress. It eased, but I was this close to calling an ambulance. Lucky avoided the unofficial Nunya cruise. Just now, lots of CBD and chilling. Sorting out my NL trip as I might arrive already on Thursday. Well, NECA, I can tell you that it is not a heart attack. It is something that I already had several times for sure. It is definitely painful, but just be sure and just go to the doctor and get a blood check. Just be sure. I also did that like 3 times already. Because the moment something like this happens, just go. Go to your doctor. Do not postpone it. Just call your doctor tomorrow or after tomorrow, preferably tomorrow, and just ask for a blood test. And just get yourself checked out.
Also with the cortisol, let them check if your cortisol is high, which is a stress hormone as well. Because if that's high, it also keeps the anxiety high as well.
So my cortisol is also extremely high. Which also adds that because of that, you will also get iron... what? Efficiency? Nee joh. Efficiency... No, I definitely do not have a deficiency. So I have 3 times too much iron than a regular person should have. So do get checked out. Yeah, and other than that, just try to relax as much as possible. Bro became Iron Man. So if you have watched X-Men in the past, if I would walk up to Magneto, I will be fucked as fuck. Fucked as fuck. Yeah. NECA, I think I'll break records. If the measure's good or bad, I have bad panic attacks before. This one was bad. NECA, just go to the doctor. Trust me on this. Just go to the doctor and get yourself checked out. It never hurts. And I also know that you have pretty good healthcare. You don't even need to pay that much for healthcare, as I heard from certain Finns. And apparently, the Finnish people are among the happiest people in the world. So everybody, thank you very much for sharing your amazing week. Some, of course, with some bad weeks, and hopefully hope that everybody will have a better week next week. Hello, Superhero Jimmy. Welcome to Live Only Talk Show here on Twitch. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go over to the next track because we are still listening to Speedball Z from the Hardcore Tanashi label. Let's go to Kenta Fiez with Ongaku Orcs 013.
Operation on the
get the power. Kenta VS with Ongaku Orcs 013. Now let's go to track number 9, which is gonna be Ruskash with Air Wrist Cut. Ruskage with Air Risk Cut. Now let's go over to one of my favorite tracks from the past. Is Usao with Non-Combustible Waste. this is Usawa with Non-Combustible Waste. Now let's go over to the next track, which is gonna be Hardcore Tanoshi with Transparent.
I found love in the music. I found love for my soul. I found love in the music. I found love.
This was DJ Norken with Transparent. Now let's go over to the next track, which is going to be DJ Technician with TCSP-007. Technician TCSP-007. Now let's go over to track number 13, which is Holy Calamity with Unam Sanctam. And I think Deaf Meaning will be happy with this, if I remember correctly. maybe the next one. And that was Holy Calamity with Unam Sanctam. So, I want to try out something. So, what happened if we use this track and we put it up into 205 BPM? Because then you would have high tech, right? Let's see if it still holds up. Okay, this is actually pretty good on 205 BPM. Defrag, thank you very much for joining here in today's show. Have a good night's sleep. And once again, thank you very much for the 60-month subscription. And good night. Oh. Let's see what if we do this on 200 BPM. Maybe that sounds... Oh, not 2000. That doesn't work. Let's say 200. How would that be? That's now 160. Okay, this end part on 160 I prefer way better than the 185 BPM. Amazing. Well, yeah. Sometimes you figure things in life that you do not expect. So yeah, this is pretty much the end of today's show. Sadly, yeah, we have been listening to Speedball Z. It's a CD from 2009, 22 January 2009. It is definitely a golden oldie, and I remember quite a lot of tracks from the CD, as I know that I have used at least half of them during my set somewhere in the past. Yeah, you can definitely still get it at Bandcamp, digital files for it. For the CDs, you really need to search for Surigaya and stuff. Maybe you still can find it at a Hardcore Tennessee store. Don't know what. But definitely a CD to get for the collection. Speedfur, one of the last good Tennessee releases in his opinion. I don't want to say if it's the last good one, because I kind of forgot what came after that. But this CD is absolutely worth it. Sonic Food, I wonder if Neo got Speedball GT. That's a good question. No, sadly, I don't have Speedball GT. Sadly. On Moon, imagine not knowing if he has Speedball GT or not. Well, on Moon, I have around 700 CDs over there, so I seriously don't know which CDs I have. Also, I mentioned this already quite often, but at least 80% of the CDs are still sealed, and back in the past, I just bought CDs without listening to them. So, just supporting the scene. Let's see, Spuugvuur. I'm a boomer. New Tanashi doesn't have the same vibe I grew and loved Tanashi for. Yeah, Spuugvuur is definitely a boomer. He's way younger than me, but he's definitely a boomer. We need that at J-Core Live. What do you need at J-Core Live? On Moon. All the CDs I own are the most ones I listen to. So, up at a certain point in life, I think that was like in 2013 and 2014, every 3 months I made a 400 to 500 euro order. Yeah, I had a little bit more money back then. But every 3 months, 4 months, I made a 400, 500 euro order. And I just bought random CDs, keep them sealed, and just hide them away, tuck them away. And not doing anything with it. So I was that far up to a certain point. And also, I regularly get several CDs from artists. Yeah, well, I also had, I call it the 10 kilo J-Core box from a Rough Sketch, which 3/4 of them I never heard of. So yeah, just collecting the CDs. I'm the man. Corbario Chaotic Solutions. Is that a new CD? Because Chaotic Solutions. From which label is it? Also Tanashi? Thing is the first solo album. Psycho Filth. Nope, don't got him. Let's see. I don't buy random CDs, and I don't keep them sealed. I'm also not extremely picky. So, why must I open them if I can already get them digitally? So for me, it's no use opening it. Yeah. I had contacts. Let's see. Like, were some of those obscure 90s old old school J hardcore CDs from the box? No, they were more albums from, I think, 2015 and onwards. No, I certainly don't have the chaotic solutions. Sadly, not in my collection. So yeah, as I was mentioning, this is definitely end of today's show. Speedball ZZ was an amazing album. If you can find it, go grab it for your collection. It's definitely an 11 out of 10 for me, this CD. So let's see, for tomorrow's show we are going to do, put this up there. Oh, there please. So we are going to do on J-Core Light the Scenery Change project, one of many creative streams. As I mentioned already earlier, we are on the verge of changing up the streams, the layouts, because everything is still old and unsorted. And now, after 5 years, after 4.5 years, it's time to change the whole stream, make it more streamlined, make it more modern, more of these years times, and I could definitely use your help with some ideas, some inspirations. Yeah, just let me know. Yeah, just let me know what would be best, and then we can definitely work on it. So it's gonna be not only changing the streams, but also working on layouts, on animated, how you call it, banners, animated banners, automations, all these kind of stuff. So yeah, hopefully see you all tomorrow on J-Core Light. Kennycore, changing the J-Core lights. No, at least not yet. As for changing the J-Core lights, because for me to do that, I need to have either a subscription to it or pay a one-time fee of what is it? 180 euros, I think. How much is it? No, do not disconnect. Shit. Let's see. No, I don't want a free trial. Wait, let's see how much it costs. Yeah. Download for free. I already have it. Oh, okay. So it's either $60 per year for it, or $190 for forever, forever license. Yeah, I can afford it, but I'm not sure if I really want to do that. Or €6 per month, or $6 per month. That's just too expensive. I don't know. I don't think so yet. Kenny Core, is this season 4 or 5? We are still in season 4. Because season 5 will start in September. Is that season 5 then? Or is it season 6? 2021. Oh, we are going to season 6, by the way. Damn. 20. September 1, September 22, September 23, September 4. Sorry, 5 years. September 25. Season 6. So yeah, September is going to be season 6. Yeah, other than that, let's see. For next week at JCore Live, I still don't have anything planned yet. If you have any suggestions, let me know. If I have something in my collection, all you have to do is go over to the Twitch side, scroll down, and somewhere down there you can find this show schedule and CD/DG list. Click on it, and then you can see which CDs or releases we can still do. Let's see now. Stop soon. Next Speedball, if you have one. We already did Speedball in the past. Let's see. Hardcore. Is she? TCPLUS. So we did a Speedball on 18th of December 2023. That was the first Speedball. And now the second Speedball, which is today. It's the 14th of April 2025. And that is pretty much the only Speedball CDs that I have. Currently. So, sadly, no other Speedball yet. If you haven't done so yet, come follow, like, subscribe, and the following channels here on Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube for the VODs if they are getting uploaded, Spreadshirt for the merchandise, Discord for our amazing Discord channel, amazing community members, lots of goons, lots of trolling. Oh, actually not lots of trolling, but amazing community members for the NDXJCL family. Be part of us and be part of the movement. And if you want to financially support me even more, which is also a better way compared to Twitch, there's a Patreon up and running at ndxjcl.com. And Banana already posts the links on jcore.live and discord.ndxjcl.com. And also, unmuted, let's do this one more time. Was it this one? Unmuted, the 16th and 17th of May. Grab your tickets now. Yeah, amazing shows, amazing people. Phantoms Records will also be available there with their merchandise. And if you haven't done so yet, go buy the new Sonic Megadank album. Though we did had a showcase on the 1st of April, I can assure you that even though that you did heard the tracks already, there are still some surprises in there that you didn't heard yet. But for something like that, you need to check it yourself. Holy 80, yeah, I checked for Login Records and I gave you the Roundwave Crusher CD. Okay, Holy 80, send me a message on Discord. Oh wait, otherwise, let's see. Check the Login Records and gave you the. So where is the Roundwave Crusher CD then? Gonna be awkward if he doesn't find it. Well, if I know which label it is, then I could probably find it. Oh man, I lost it. So let's see. Under the L. Okay, so which one are we going to do next week? Are we going to do... No, we're not gonna do that. We're either gonna do the Roundwave Crusher CD from Welcome to Crazy Tokyo or Invitation of the Fallen. Though this is sealed. Not sure if I have this digitally, but I probably need to ask somebody if they have a copy. I don't want to rip it. So, Holy 80, what are we going to do next week? Yeah, Neka saying Invitation 2. Kennycore, what kind of music are they? I have seriously no idea. Oh wait, Invitation of the Fallen, there's an Ophidian in there? Seriously? The Ophidian? Okay, that's cool. It is about to tank the value of his CDs by unsealing them. I just want to keep them sealed. Best Roundwave Crusher album. The mighty Monsura has seen the blessing of Death Minion. Mighty Monsura has blessed all of us. Well, okay, one poll and quick. New poll. Let's see. What do we listen to? Are we going to listen to art? No, not art. Say. Invitation of the Fallen. Or Welcome to Crazy Tokyo. Welcome to Crazy. Oh. Let me see. Okay, everybody has 1 minute to vote, and after a minute, we will listen to one of these CDs. Let's see now. So, who is going to win? Witness the artworks and see them back up with resealable wraps. Yeah, you know, I can work with resealable wraps, but one, it costs extra money, and two, it's not the original OG seal. Let's see. People didn't see through. Who just redeemed the VIP? Oh shit! Dex! Oh my god, you are a VIP! Let's see. So you waste a lot of time here at NDXJCL. Let's see. Definitely congratulations on becoming a VIP. So we have a winner. There are 7 votes for Invitation of the Fallen. So apparently we are going to listen to this album next week. So yeah, hope to see you either tomorrow at J-Core Light, where we are going to do some more crafty things about the stream, and otherwise see you next week with Invitation of the Fallen 2. Let's do a quick shout out to all the chatters in here, and those are Jesco, Unmoon, Sonic Foon, Topsu, Holy 80, Hypa, Def Minion, Spuugvuur, Antique, I'm the Banana, Frozen Pyramid, DJ Candy Core, Neka DJ, and also Dex-chan. Also to all you lurkers out there, thank you very much for joining here in today's show. I hope everybody enjoyed this amazing release. And yeah, wherever you are in the world, be amazing, be cool, be and really need to figure out something new to talk to. Be hippity jippity, boopity boop. Have a great night, great morning, great afternoon, great day, great evening, great morning. Did I say that? Wherever you are in the world, stay amazing, stay cool, stay helpful, but most of all, stay cool. We still have one more track to go, which is going to be... Where's the folder? TCPLUS-0005 with Do I Smile? And then it's time to sign off. So everybody, once again, thank you very much for joining here in today. Hopefully see you at Unmuted, that's for sure. And go to our Discord, where we have amazing talks and people over there. So, good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bye. Yeah. This one goes out to Def Minion.
That have ever occurred in the history of the astronaut corps, or the tip of a very large iceberg.
Shout out to T dash dash dash. Welcome to J-Core Live, your one and only talk show here on Twitch. And also good night, everybody. Also to T dash dash dash. Thank you very much for joining in today's show.
J-Core.